Hello everyone, and welcome to another little vlog thing I'm now going to start doing. So, I wanted to get back into vlogging, and I did, and some people might have spotted the vlog that came out a little while ago. But yeah, the reason that I had to take that video down was my parents didn't like how personal it got at the end. It's really annoying because I really enjoyed that vlog. I think it was actually quite a good vlog. But, as I said, got a bit personal at the end and they didn't like that. Basically what I just recorded was Christmas Day, Boxing Day and the day after that, post-Boxing Day. But, today it's New Year's Eve, so we're probably going out for a bit. But we're mostly going to stay here. Might go to town later. Gonna go to a guitar shop because my amp is broken. Really badly. No, wait, the amp's not broken, the cable is. I don't know if it's still down here. Yeah, that's broken. Yeah, well, I'm down here now because I've been watching YouTube. Yes, my favourite pastime, my little corner, as I call this. But yeah, there's loads of things that I'm planning to do. Like, I want to go here, VidCon. I want to go see Tomska. Him. But I've mostly just been looking through these. I have an amazing watch later. It's just that 135 videos. All me. I like YouTube. If you didn't gather that. To be honest, most of this is like music or stuff like that. Firefly Tribute, Sci-Fi Dragons, and a few other kind of random stuff. I have like a few bits of chiptune and just in general, just stuff that I really like and I don't want to forget is there, but I don't really have anyone to save it. So yeah, like I have one, Times Nathan Fillion proved to be the best thing on social media, and that is very funny. Fighting styles for my films, because I want to make films later on. So I got a lot of characters fighting to try and pinpoint character fighting styles and all of that. Probably going to play a bit more Red Dead Redemption 2, because that has got to be my favourite game of all time at the moment. But I've been coming with film ideas. I want to start using this camera to actually make some films. Or more like home films. But that will help me hopefully later on with actually making films. Anyway. So, whilst Arthur rides off to St. Denis from the starting locations, that's going to take a while. Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh my word, it's probably my favourite game. Arthur's probably my favourite protagonist. Yes, I still have a Christmas tree up. But yeah, it is pretty much my favourite game ever. I think it's just good. It's because it's got very good characters. It's got a really good story. There's something about it which I think just really is just so entertaining. I think mostly one of my things about it is how well Arthur's character develops over time. I've never done this with any other character, but I seem to be able to do this so easily with Arthur. Give him a character arc of my own. So what I actually ended up doing was something I did after my first playthrough was I used to have him with a red shirt and I have a hat, the Stalker's hat. I'd switch between the Stalker's hat and Arthur's default hat. Usually if I lose one, I'll replace it with the other. But I have like the Stalker's hat, and the version I got, there's actually 3 or 4 different versions of it, which slowly become more damaged. They look more worn down. So I switched between those over the course of the game. But there's also like his shirt. So at the start of the game I have him wearing a red shirt, because he's quite aggressive and all of that at the beginning. When they return from chapter 5, I was about to say where they went, I changed the shirt to grey, as he's kind of a bit torn between the gang and Dutch and everything. At the point where I am now, also, I'm just going to say after you save John, well, I switched to a blue shirt to show how he's changed. But also like, the decision making and all of that, I think out of all of them, he has probably the best redemption thing because he isn't a hero obviously at the start, and technically no, he never really does become one, but he does really take a nice change, and without spoiling anything, obviously, if you play the game in a certain way, you can change from a criminal sort of to a hero. I say sort of, because technically, obviously you're never on the side of the law, so you sort of never become a hero, but you get pretty close to it, and I really like that, so there's like Arthur's little character arc that I created somewhat. Most of it already existed, but I just do little character things which I think make the arc so much better. Anyway, that's a really bad review of Red Dead Redemption. Do a crash into the wagon. Good. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for intros, actually. I really want to do an intro. I think at most it needs to be 10 seconds, but I don't know how long exactly the music section that I'm going to be using. But I will say which one, because I'm going to email them if I can use it. I'm going to be using a demo song by I Fight Dragons called While We're Still Young. And I'm using the little solo section from the chiptune rough, because it sounds like it should go in an intro. They just probably stick an advert on there or something, and I'm fine with that. I like I Fight Dragons. They can take some money, and I'm not famous enough to use adverts, so, in an attempt to make this vlog more interesting, I'm going to play a bit of my guitar. It's awesome. This is Dream Catch Me. I can never say the name. Anyway, I've only had a couple of lessons. No, wait, this was my last lesson like two weeks ago. I haven't had much practice, so don't judge me. Also, I'm there with my nice Firefly Doctor Who t-shirt. That's meant to be black, but they bought it in brown. But I haven't done the chorus yet, so I have to guess, which is amazing. I think it's this for the chorus, but I haven't actually practiced it with the teacher, so I don't know. No, she. I think that's the chorus. I honestly have no clue. I must admit, so that's the most productive thing I've done today apart from get changed. I have loads of really random stuff in my room. The weird thing is I've never really thought of decorating it a whole lot. Like, I've had the same wallpaper and it's not very good wallpaper, but I've gotten a few posters now. I've got my John Marston Red Dead Redemption, the Firefly one, and those two over there, the Dalek and David Tennant ones that I've had for years, and yes, I have a calendar from 2017, because why not? I have some comics now. They're probably the newest addition to this, well, that and the pop figures. Oh, I remember, I made this in school, I turn it on in the background now. Awesome. But yeah, I have these comics. Just gonna do like a little review thing of them. The two Spider-Gwen comics, because they were good. This one, I think it's probably out of the two of these, the best one, I think. But it's an introduction to the character. It does cut off with like a section to the Into the Spider-Verse, which is just here with, what's his name, Spider UK, Spider-Man UK? I can't remember. But anyway, pretty good, funny, entertaining, all things a comic should be, or at least a Spider-Person comic. Second one, didn't enjoy so much. Mainly it's just this big section in the middle, which is this part. Features one flashback of Gwen, but everything else, which is like present day, is all very much not interesting, basically. My background shelf. It's very random. The books I never read. My LEGO Dimensions thing. I remember we got rid of LEGO Dimensions, but I didn't want to get rid of the Portal because I thought it looked really cool. And I have another pile of books. There's a little red dwarf I made. Yeah. I don't know why, but I have a really weird thing where I just won't get rid of cards. Like, come on, I got this. Wait, when did I get this? I got this last year. No, the year before that. I forgot my own age. That's great. But my room is just a complete and utter mess. Right, this shows you how clean I am. Yes, I have a hairdryer. I have a sink in my room for no apparent reason. And it is like midday, so I don't know why I've left the curtains down. Oh, this annoys so many people. Wait for it. And that is it. That's as high up as it goes.
What's happening? Yeah, Logan, being honest, how come we can kill our own team? That's actually, like, I'm not liking this experience right now.
George's Master Review. Okay, so I'm back in my room. And I want to show you this little book with a immensely long string. Why did anyone decide to give it that long a string? We'll never know. What this book is, it is a Newt Scamander book that basically will now turn into a film journal. I have endless amounts of these kinds of books. I think I have 2 here, which are mostly empty except for really faint pencil drawings and my nice Uncharted one here, which concept art, and that was a rubbish picture. I've completely changed the idea of what that would look like. The characters' clothes designs. I actually think I'm relatively good at designing clothes to some extent. Some logos, and yeah, just stuff. I did this when watching a documentary in science, because why not? Choreographing a fight, that was actually quite an entertaining one to do. And yeah. But I wasn't sure what I wanted to turn this one into. I got it, I was like, great, yay, what am I going to use this for? Because both of these being concept art, this one's more like a now turning into like a future plans book. So I just plan things I want to do later on. I plan them in this book. Whilst this one's more of a film concept art one. So I thought, okay, well, I want to make films again. I never really did any of my own, I just did them with Rowan. So I decided, well, I'll start making some, and I've only done 1 page, but that is pretty much everything I've done so far. I don't know who else wants to join us with making those, and I don't know who else wants to, I don't know who wants to take part, what kind of things we have available. I don't really know what we could do, to what extent we could do. So I thought, okay, well, I could take those ideas, turn them more into a series. So, because I'm really bad at writing short stories, I always have to end them on a cliffhanger where I could potentially carry it on, because there's more story that I want to tell, but I never have the time to, if that makes sense. So, I decided, okay, I'm going to write a short story, well, a short fan fiction. How many chapters did I make it? 7 or 10, something like that. That's my idea of a short story because I needed more time to expand on everything, which just shows how little I have of control over how short I make something. Every other film I expect is nearly like 2 hours. But that's something I want to do later on. Someone's buzzing.
What a celebration!
Here's a new year. So it's better than this one. The last one. I don't know how to refer to it, it's just gone. This is the best part of the year. Watching the fireworks. Oh, that's gone.
Hello, brother. What are we on now? 10?
Only cough. Now there's music. Welcome to the new year. Still wearing headphones.
Happy New Year!
Yeah.
Okay, kiss you now.
Okay. Bye.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, I don't think I got any of that in frame. So, I thought, well, now that I'm here, I'm alone, I'm in the bowling alley, Skittle Alley, it's not bowling alley. I should talk about my New Year's resolutions, as it is now the 1st. I'm probably a bit echoey because of where I am, so it's a very long room. Very empty. I used to spend every New Year's in here by myself. It was a happy time. Someone forgot I was in here and turned off the lights. Anyway, so my New Year's resolutions, I think I've basically narrowed down to 3. And I'm not going to put them in any certain order, probably by longest lasting. 1, and this one can be done all year, do my guitar a bit more, I should play guitar a little bit more, because I enjoy playing it, it's fun, I just don't play it much. 2, and this one's going to be the first half of the year, revision. So obviously I can't do that all the way through the year because I'm going to end school soon, so the next one to come through is, and the third one is do more exercise, because I don't do much at all. I plan to do an entire video on this, but as to why I'm doing this, which isn't, spoilers, not really any real reason, but it's more how I'm going about it, or how I hope to go about it. But that I'm going to have to leave until about halfway through the year, because I can't revise, and do exercise, and do guitar, and have any time left, just relax, if I have to do all of that at once. These are the main ones. I don't really think there's any other ones I want to do. Like, there's a few I was like, oh yeah, play less video games, spend less time on technology or screens. That's not going to happen, is it? Just being realistic, that's not going to happen. And yeah, I don't really think there's anything else I'm hugely interested in doing, there's no other New Year's resolutions or anything I want to change. I've always been kind of like this, where I'm like, I'm happy with my life the way it is, I don't really see any reason to change it. This is probably like the first time I've actually come up with proper New Year's resolutions that I actually want to focus on. Because usually I just know I'm not going to stick with them, so why bother creating them? Anyway, and this led to just kind of what's happening now, and anyway, so I'm now here, I'm actually trying to change some stuff to make myself a little bit better. Not so much a better person, just enjoy stuff a little bit more. You know, as I said, not playing more games. I do enough of that already. See, I'm being realistic. But yeah, no, I suppose also just trying to be more, this is technically I suppose the fourth one, be more confident in the way I present myself. For instance, I no longer really wear this out in public unless I feel like there's an actual reason to. The coat I'm indicating. And today I didn't want to do any vlogging in town because of the fact I was still a bit self-conscious about pulling out a camera to start vlogging myself, even though I'm in the right generation that would somewhat be considered casual. Not a proper camera like this, but if I was like filming on my phone, that would be considered kind of okay. And I took a few pictures, but I didn't take enough pictures or short videos to really work it into any sort of montage. So I just deleted them. At least be more comfortable with the way I look and try to ignore what people say as much, because I've always liked the idea that I'm not self-conscious, that I just am who I am and I'm gonna live like this for the rest of my life. I've kind of always accepted that, but I still don't like it when people point out stuff. One thing that kind of annoyed me was at school when I was wearing this at school, because yes, I wore it to school. Someone said, nice waistcoats. They do realise what a waistcoat is, right? Clearly not. A waistcoat. And yeah, I think we're going to get going in a second. But yeah, so those were my New Year's resolutions, but yeah, so we're in the new year now. Don't know what I'm doing here. Yeah. Big hand gestures. Anyway, what have I been up to for the last 2 hours? Homework. Oh, the joy. Great way to kick off the new year. I got up, went downstairs, copied a script of Lord of the Flies and edited it to include lines that I remember in there that they cut off, and also put it into a form because it kept changing the format, that some of the lines were always, multiple characters' lines were all compressed together, whilst other ones were separate on different lines, so edit that all together into a form that everyone could understand. Did a little bit of history homework, finished 1 of 4 questions, yay! We're going to have to finish the rest of that one today. But I think today I'm actually going to probably have a shower midday, which is a bit different. I don't usually have a shower midday, I usually have one in the afternoon, because I don't like having showers. Or like shaving and stuff like that. I really don't like doing that, which is, I don't know if that's weird or just because I'm a bit lazy. It's probably because I'm a bit lazy. But yeah, I haven't really done anything else today. It's like 12:10. We're gonna go for a walk later to Sham Castle or something like that. So that's gonna be great fun. I'm not gonna be interested in going, but I'll go film it. And we'll see what happens.
But annoyingly,
Here we are
you
on our
can't
walk.
delete unedited.
Yeah.
The unedited.
You enjoying it?
I'm loving it. Yes, thank you.
I don't know why I'm standing so far back. I've got an entire field. I'm just leaning back. Oh,
So
and
you
a
can save
bird
it into
died.
documents, but you also
That's
then
great.
You have to delete it off as Lightworks, and then you can delete the other thing.
So how long is this walk?
Well, the full walk.
So 5 miles.
Or is it?
Yeah, pretty much. I think we'll come back.
Yes, the walk we're doing. Yes, the full walk is double. That
6
says
miles,
about
yeah.
6 miles.
Okay.
So
Well, do you think we'll see Sham Castle?
Yes.
Oh yes.
hopefully, so yeah, there it is on the map. So we are now about there.
Interesting concept.
So yeah.
Yes, this is content. Double camera and a stick.
And a stick.
What? What lies within? Oh, there's another one up there.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping I don't trip and fall. Because I'm not wearing appropriate shoes for this. My old strap-on school shoes.
This is like what? What do you reckon degrees wise this is? This is like 60-degree angle. Well, I reckon actually 80. 80 degrees like gradient. I don't know, I'm not smart enough.
We must use our maths.
I'm too scared because if I fall down there, I'd smash my head on every single rock.
I don't think the camera is capturing how steep this is.
Oh no, this is not right.
If you fall down, you're gonna hit me.
Oh no.
That tree.
Tree, save me, please. Oh, thank you, tree. Actually, no, that's a big rock. Wow, okay.
It's a rock and a tree.
Wow, this place. Look, there's like this area here.
I know that climbing down, we're gonna absolutely hate it, so they're checking the map.
Down there, you just know there's like some little man living down there.
It's a little hermit.
Gonna harvest our organs.
Oh, it actually looks like there's an eye in there. It's not, it's a plant.
Alright,
Oh, that looks much. Doesn't this look like a place for a waterfall or something?
apart from this one. Huh?
Do you think there should be a waterfall here?
Yeah, I know, that's what I thought. Like, there must have been water here at some point.
It looks like the perfect place for one. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to.
Yeah. If there was like water, like
Wait, what is
a
this?
foot high,
Is this a tree or a bush?
running around this place, that would be like.
I think it's a tree, and I don't think that's stable enough.
I'm not going down.
Thank you, plants. Okay, I'm not going to attempt to climb up there because I think I'm going to fall. I nearly fell and a plant saved me.
The problem is I need a wee, and I don't want to have a wee here.
Wait, is there water in there?
I don't hear it.
It's like a little pool.
Is there? I'll have a look in a minute. When
That was just incredibly smooth.
I was just looking at the layers of rocks here. I think I learned about something like that in geography, but it's with glaciers, where they develop layers over time.
George's lovely science lessons. My hand has gotten cold. But like, some of this is really cool. Like, look at this weird thing. It's like this,
Weird thing?
like, look, that thing.
This weird thing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
I know, it's like a snake, except it's made of wood.
it could be a really big snake for all we know.
Yeah, it might not be made of wood.
Look at that view. It's come with a very nice view.
We'll come back in the summer.
What's going on over there? But there we go, some fun facts of the castle there.
Oh, look, there's a really creepy door. Right.
I wonder who lives in here.
Welcome to MTV Cribs. This is my crib.
This is a horror.
You have to knock a few times. Hello? Oh, shit, it's unlocked. Oh no. Dad, it's unlocked. That is grim.
This is where the minion who guards this building lives.
Alright, so I
It's not even
opened
a
the door
building,
'cause there's
but
no
who
lock.
guards this wall.
That is nah.
I don't know why, but I really want to parkour up there.
Yeah, I know, I want to go inside the thing, but I'm scared.
I want to do this Assassin's Creed style.
Right then,
So we're
parkourers.
gonna now do
Yeah,
go.
I think a skilled parkourer could get up onto that ledge, George.
Well, you've got just a man. Then
Or a double person, you know, one person on one side, one person.
Alright.
I was like, oh, this is more manageable. Oh, he's going to attempt it. I can put in the
I'm
title.
scared to put my hands on it just in case there's like something slimy on it and I don't know what it is.
George, it could be one of those like parkour fail videos.
Alright, so there's nothing slimy on that one, that's all I really care.
Come on, George, you gotta parkour it. Assassin's Creed.
No.
There's a little thing here. George. There's a little thing here.
Oh yeah, there is. Thank you for that one.
It's gonna get dark.
Okay,
We've got another 3/4 of an hour to walk.
right.
Right, quick, get in, just off it.
Okay,
And then we'll-
right. Okay, so we've now returned home. I'm gonna edit all of that together. We have McDonald's, and we're gonna watch The Naked Gun.
I look like a retard.
So, I'm gonna try and do an outro. Oh, yeah, I don't really know what to do.
Thank you for watching, like and subscribe.
I never say that. I don't know why. I just never
Because-
do. I think eventually people just start tuning it out and just ignore it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it is a bit annoying. As long
Yeah.
as you don't say it at the beginning of the video. Because that...
that would be a really bad way to open a video.
Yeah, just...
Anyway.
Hello, like and subscribe. Thank you, goodbye.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.